On January 15th of this year, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. would have been 88 years of age. If he suddenly appeared today, he might not recognize some parts of the America he left behind, and be all too familiar with some aspects of it too. Once again this year, Concerned Citizens in Action of Lakewood reinforces Dr. King's commitment to social justice through social action, with the January 16th observance working together as one. It takes place in Macedonia Baptist Church on John Street in Lakewood, organized in large part by our guest and our good friend, Pastor Dr. Edward Harper of the Macedonia Baptist Church. It is so good to see you again.
It's good to see you.
I can't believe a year has gone by. How is everything?
Everything seems to be going quite well.
Good. Pastor, it's a very, very special undertaking that you do every year, and everyone associated with it is extremely committed. So tell us a little bit about the program you're going to have, and a little bit about the special guest who's going to be speaking that day.
Okay. The program on Dr. Martin Luther King's Day, January 16th, is centered around Dr. King, of course. The speaker is a judge, Judge Harold George. He is a judge in Willingboro and also Trenton.
Mm-hmm.
The program itself, when you consider CCA, Concerned Citizen Action, we are really concerned about the betterment of the community, the betterment of mankind, trying to help people do a lot of things that they cannot do for themselves, such as if somebody is suffering from unfair housing, unfair taxes, or what have you, we're there to help them out. We're also into trying to help students in college and in high school with scholarships and any other way that we can.
Do you work solely on donations?
Yes, solely on donations.
Is it 501c3?
We applied for it. We are applying for it now,
Okay.
yes.
How many people do you think you've helped since you got started?
Since we've started, I'd say hundreds. I don't know exactly how many hundreds, but I would say hundreds, yes.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Pastor Edward Harper, Macedonia Baptist Church, is with us tonight. And if you're interested about learning about Concerned Citizens in Action, you can go to, they've got their own Facebook page, and it's very well populated. Mm-hmm. And you can learn a lot about this group. Dr. King was still the icon of nonviolent protest.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said at the outset, a lot of things have changed and a lot really haven't. What do you think he'd make of what he sees today in the United States? Do you think he would have expected it? Or do you think he would be waking up going, what happened here?
I never met Dr. King personally, but I was around his in-laws and so many other people who knew him, and I studied about him in school. So I do believe that he would have been quite disappointed at some of the things that are happening now, especially some of the things that happened last year, 2016. But nevertheless, I still believe that he would have been fighting the cause just like he has always done, even though he would have been 88 years old now. I don't think he would have slowed down any unless his health had deteriorated.
And, that points to the specifics. I mean, you mentioned events of 2016. We can't leave out Chicago by itself and everything that's happened there. We can't leave out the roots of terrorism, gun violence, ethnic bias, quality of life disparities, corruption. These are all things that he battled hand and fist in his lifetime.
All right.
How do you translate the message that he left us with into an effective message today? How do you get that out to the streets?
Well, the message that Dr. King left is a godly message, so it would always be relevant. He was all about love. So everything that has happened today, as far as the wrong things, I should say, happened today, could be better if mankind had more love. And I'm sure that's what Dr. King would have been preaching and teaching, that we have to love each other. If we don't love each other, we will destroy each other. And from what I'm seeing more and more, we are destroying each other.
Just curious, what do you think he would make of a Donald Trump presidency? Do we go there?
I don't think he would approve of it.
You think he'd find a way to cope?
Oh, yeah.
He always found a way to cope.
Found a way to cope, and again, it stems from his love for God. But I know he would not have approved of it, no.
Reverend Edward Harper is our guest, and he's the pastor of the Macedonian Baptist Church, Concerned Citizens in Action of Lakewood, with a program that takes place on January 16th at the church in observance of the anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King's birth, working together as one. You not only have, I don't want to give away the whole story, you not only have the Trenton and Municipal Court judge speaking that day, and it's a very, very, very timely, very well organized, but you've got a great entertainment.
Yes.
I mean, there's going to be a lot of song going on.
Oh, yes.
Tell us who'll be singing.
Well, the main choir will be the Voices of Macedonia, which is one of our choirs. Also, we have invited a church called Greater Bethel that's right around the corner from Macedonian Baptist Church. So some of their choir members will be with us. And some of the members from First Baptist Church in Lakewood will be with us also. I should say, not First Baptist Church in Lakewood. It's around the corner from First Baptist Church in Lakewood. But the dominant choir will be the Voices of Macedonia. In addition to that, we're going to have a dance troupe. It's called Praise in Action. It's about a dozen of mature ladies. They will really entertain well in a godly fashion. No one should miss this.
This is going to be big, and it's 7 o'clock it starts, right?
Right.
And once again, I want to point out that Judge Harold George, who presides in Trenton and in Willingboro, will be the guest speaker that night. It's going to be a great night.
Yes, it will.
It always, you never fail.
Right.
Is there anything that we're leaving out here that you'd like to put in there?
Well, we want to appeal to the youth and the millenniums to come out, because we know a lot of them never knew much about Dr. King. Some of Dr. King's legacy might seem like something that's unreal to them. So the more they come out and find out, what his life was about and why we celebrate, it will help them in a powerful way.
Yeah, you're overcoming the tendency to marginalize people to a couple of lines in a history book.
Right.
Time has a way of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that his message still remains so vibrant and that his memory remains so vibrant, that can't get lost.
That's right.
And you're making sure it doesn't.
Right.
Dr. Harper, I really appreciate you stopping by.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, and we hope that we'll see you there on January 16th, 7 p.m. at Macedonia Baptist Church.